guys, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I will be making watermelon, pineapple, lemon, and lime juice in my blender. Go ahead and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and if you're new, welcome. If not, thank you for joining again. So I'm gonna go ahead and start by cutting my watermelon. Just go ahead and start that. Just using a giant bowl, and here we go. Turn this big bowl around. I am using a seedless watermelon. Sorry, a seeded watermelon. As you can see some of the seeds, maybe you can see them. I'm gonna go ahead and move some of this out of the way. And keep going. Cut it in half again. Go ahead and cut it in little slices. Now you can make this in a juicer as well. I just decided to make it in my Breville blender. You can use any blender. It's better to use a high-speed blender, but you can use any blender. Just because not everybody has a juicer, so I figured it would be nice to do it in my blender. Go ahead and slice down the bottom of it. It's okay if you get some of the rind, which is the yellow part. I mean, white part. If you get some of the skin, it's not gonna hurt. Go ahead and kind of cut these pieces in half. They're kind of like a triangle. Cut them in half. That way it's a little easier to put them in your blender. Or seedless watermelon. It's nice to have like a trash bag or trash can nearby, that way you can just keep going real quickly. And then I'll cut that in half also, so it looks like this. There's still a little bit of watermelon, but there's quite a lot of watermelon in this gigantic watermelon, so I'm really not worried about tossing a little bit of it. And you can use this rind in like a compost. You can actually juice the rind also. It has a lot of vitamins in it. I'm just choosing not to do that today. Oh, it's also nice to use a very sharp knife. Makes the process go by a little faster. just strain it really, really well. When I drink my juice, I really don't like a lot of pulp. Some people do. If you do, then you don't have to strain it. I am going to use a nut bag, which looks like this. You can use cheesecloths also, but I choose not to. I like to use a nut bag. Makes it a little bit easier. You can also hand squeeze the lemons and limes that you'll be using, but I like to use a citrus squeezer. Again, makes the process a little bit faster. You don't have to use such a large watermelon. If you use a smaller watermelon, just use one pineapple instead of two, and maybe a little bit less lemon and lime. Now the lemon and lime is good for the taste, but it also helps preserve it if you're not going to drink it all in one day. Watermelon, pineapple, lemon, and lime, which I call AKA Jolly Rancher. It's so delicious and very nutritious as well, and hydrating with the watermelon and the lime, and also the pineapple, very hydrating. Nice. And there's a gigantic bowl of watermelon. Now let's move on to pineapple. I will be making another video on how to cut a pineapple, so I'm just gonna try and do this quite quickly. Or maybe not. There we go. I will be coming back to you guys after I finish cutting the pineapples. So I went and did that in the blender, and I'm using a nut bag to strain it. I'm going to strain it twice. So I'm just using a plastic Tupperware. You can use anything. You can use a big bowl, whatever you want. I just poured the mixture in here, and now I'm just gonna literally strain everything out. It just kind of keeps the pulp in the bag. You can squeeze it however hard you want. I like to do it a little softly, just to protect the bag. As you can see, there's not much pulp. There's actually quite a lot of juice in here. Just squeeze it nicely tight. And I will be coming back to you guys once I'm done blending it all up and squeezing it out. All right, so I pretty much finished with the blending in a blender. Almost done. I got one more to do. Let's go ahead and throw the rest of the watermelon in the blender. And the pineapple, I've already squeezed all my lemons and limes. Okay, so maybe 2 more blends. Again, we're pushing the liquefy button. Go ahead and take your nut milk bag. Take what's in the blender, pour it in. Something I noticed is it's a little bit easier to wash the nut milk bag every time you use it. Otherwise, it kind of clogs it up a little bit. Go ahead and squeeze it. So I like squeeze down and then grab the bottom of the bag and squeeze up. It makes it a lot easier. Squeeze. Okay, I'm just gonna set this nut seed bag off to the side. So this is, I like to strain my juices twice, at least my watermelon juice, because I am making it in the blender and not in a juicer. You don't have to, you don't even have to strain it at all if you don't want to. You can just blend it and drink it. I like my juices a little bit smoother. So here's one process of straining, and here's the other process that I like to do. So let me pull this over here. And then here's a strainer. It's just a metal strainer. I don't know if you can see it. There's a little bit of pulp already in there, but that's okay. I'm just gonna pour it right on top and strain it for the second time. I like to mix the juice up in between 2 because I want both batches to taste the same. I'll do that later. So as you can see, once I finish the little bit that I have left, they'll both be almost a gallon. So I have about 2 gallons of watermelon, pineapple, lemon, and lime juice, aka the Jolly Rancher that I call it. It tastes delicious. It's good on a hot day, even a cold day.